Yo, I wanted to say something about the loss of scratch nights. Um, I don't know, I was just thinking about it. I was thinking about my own journey and like when I was looking at reading some news articles about like scratch nights closing and BAC used to be a scratch venue and now doesn't really scratch anything. Like, where are new artists gonna go to try out their ideas? Because I know a lot of people that say now they'll say I'm a writer, I'm a theatre maker, but they don't get a chance to actually make theatre or present their work like unfinished. So they're applying for funding and stuff, which for full like to actually start developing shows and ideas before they've even performed the work, which so many layers here are lost. So their skills of performing in front of an audience, the skills of thinking about what they want feedback on, or of accepting and receiving feedback. So you don't kind of gain that skin to kind of like know like how to receive feedback, what feedback is valid, how does it feel taking other people's feedback on board, how does it feel not gaining the confidence to know what to take on board, what not to take on board. I just think it's kind of nuts because that was years of kind of like great experiences doing scratches, and sometimes it'd be a 15-minute scratch, sometimes a half-hour scratch of a whole new idea. And like for my first kind of big show that was reviewed in the national press, I think, I don't know, I couldn't even count the amount of times we scratched it in front of audiences and got feedback. And it might have been paying audiences, which it was, but also in front of invited audiences, which is I guess different. But like the scratch nights kind of not being supported, and the idea of scratch not being supported across the whole industry, it's just so sad. The idea of scratch is the coolest thing, but now I don't know. I guess it's just the culture now. Of everyone presents a lot of stuff that like I probably had written 200 songs right before um there's anything online that you can hear. And even some of those old, well, not even, like a lot of them is rubbish. But I like them because they're part of my journey and they were you what are then, and it's just whatever, man. Like that's what I was feeling to do. I enjoyed it. But there's many things that I've written theatre wise, performed theatre wise, that no one's ever gonna see. There's no evidence of, but it happened. And why it's important is because it was chance to mess around and mess up and fail. And I guess people, in a way, can look at my output and think, "Oh, 'cause these are the shows you've done. What else?" It's like I don't know. Maybe I was actually scratching some ideas for a couple of years, music ideas, theater ideas, performance form ideas, workshopping things, and actually getting to perform it in front of audiences, and working out, finding new performers, finding new audiences. I don't know. Now it seems a lot of people are forced to kind of go full into things before they even battle ready now. And sometimes it means it's going to be quite crushing. They don't get those skills in front of an audience for the feedback. And also, what it also means is sometimes I feel that it means that what you get is sometimes people are commissioned. The stuff goes on, and you watch things on like Netflix and stuff, and you can hear some where some editing needs to be done, or you watch a show and you feel like this would never have got through a first BAC round of scratch. This would have been torn apart. Now I'm seeing it actually being staged. Like, what is going on? And it's like, I don't know, do people not care? Like, what, like, where's this development? And like, it develops art as well. Now I don't know, there's just no development. There's a lot of courses and paid courses and all this other stuff, but people don't need courses. They need opportunities to just put stuff on, try it out, try it out. Yeah, I don't know. Well, it's just quite a sad thing. I'm again like Hit the Road 20 Pop Songs, the show which I made. I did multiple scratches of. Also other plays, Reasons for Living, which is something that didn't go fully get to go on. Um, Frankenstein. We've done multiple scratches for that in front of paid audiences, invited audiences, but that helped build the show. Also, it built advocacy for the work. People start getting excited. By the time you actually open, people are excited for the show. They can't wait to see it. Yeah, it's a shame. I don't like when, I guess it's hard enough as it was, to do those things. I had to be like on the dole or whatever, low paid jobs or on benefits, living at home. Um, The fact that it don't exist now is just why you're not getting like, not only you're not getting working class people like myself, um, you know, you, you're getting more and more. The industry is starting to hate more people like me. The voices are all starting to become very, very middle class, and that doesn't matter kind of about diversity. Like they'll show you one face and expect you to think, oh, this is different. It's like it's the same posh voice. It's all the same posh middle class voices. Where's that council estate voice, the social housing voice, the again people don't like where do you know what I mean them other kind of stories like people that have maybe been arrested, been in jail. Where are them stories? Like I don't know. I'm not saying you only want those stories. Like you can tell fantasy stories as well. You know, I'm telling the story of the Pied Piper, but you're gonna get a bit of balls in you, a bit of grit. Like a lot of people are getting put off, and that's why I'm passionate about using these shows to like and workshops to find other people and going into drama schools to find new performers, which I have done in Pied Piper and will continue to try and do that. But it's not easy because I feel like a lot of venues and people they don't they look at someone like me and think, oh, he's got attitude. Look at him. Like they want to work with people that are like, oh, they're really like I'm not even hard to work with, but they look at people and they feel easier. They feel easier to sit next to them because like we went to the same international schools together. Do you know? London's for everyone. I'm not really from anywhere. Of course you're not, because you didn't grow up in a social housing in London. You went to an international private school abroad, didn't you? Like, that's not everyone, but a lot of artists, and I'm not hating on people that went private school, but the industry's getting less and less diverse. It's got worse in the last few years. And I guess it's just like, and the fact the loss of scratch nights and people to like show their work. And do you know what? Feeling that buzz of people coming up to you after scratch night and being like, your lot's piece was the best thing in the night. And you know that you went against the three different like drama school groups. Like, just saying, because me and my mates weren't from, had not we done scratches before drama school. Some of those people went on to drama school in their 20s, but we were just banging it out, not knowing about the system and not knowing about all these institutions. Now, where's the chance, mate? Like that meeting when you sit down and get a 15-minute scratch in the council chamber at the Battersea Arts Centre, you can't, buzzing, mate, buzzing. And now it's just don't exist. It's sad, man. It's like they're all around the country, these scratch nights. I still see some of them, but the fact it's getting less and less, it's like, I don't know, people call themselves writers and theatre makers, but they don't really get a chance to do it. Anyway, I'm out. Peace.